Hello and welcome to Abhishek Products by SK Graphics, and in today's very special video we are going to discuss of how you can use the TSC label printer in order to print bills and receipts. If you guys remember, in my earlier video I had shown you of how to print different size of barcode label and sticker label using this very same printer TSC 244E. And in today's video we are going to use a new kind of software setup and small hardware modification in order to print receipts just like this in this existing TSC label printer. By the end, the printer will be able to print both stickers and bills. Well, that's great, isn't it? Well, not yet, because the software setup which I am going to show you is applicable for a very wide range of printers such as TSC 244E, TSC TA and TE 210 and 310. It is also applicable for the DA series and also for the 200 and the 300 series of TSC printers. And the good news is it also works for TVS Neo series of printers. And by the end of this video, we will discuss the limitations of this new software setup and whether or not you should purchase or use this software setup depending upon your business. We are going to discuss all of this throughout the video, and by the end you will have a great clarity on the same. And before we begin this video, please do consider to like, share or subscribe to my channel in order to get regular such updates. And if you're curious, you can also join our Telegram channel where we post such useful updates regularly. So this is the demo. So here we have our TSC printer and we have loaded a ribbon and a sticker on it. But since we are going to print our bills in it, we don't need the ribbon or the stickers. So we are going to remove them first. So we have removed the stickers first, and now we are going to remove the ribbon. So we have now removed the ribbon. We have to now close it. Now we are going to load a 3-inch paper roll into the machine in order to print our receipts. There are many kind of papers in the market, but in order for your printer to maintain a long life, I strongly suggest to use the premium quality paper. This premium quality paper, we supply it in 3 inches and 2 inches variety. This is a 3-inch variety. So this paper has two sides. One is the glossy side, another one is the rough side. So we want to print it on the glossy side, that is the smooth side. So we need to introduce a new piece of hardware which is called a pencil. Just put the pencil inside, hang it in there, slowly put the paper from down below. Then we see a rotating knob. Put the rotating knob to align the paper to the center. This will help the machine understand that what we have inserted in it is a 3-inch paper roll or a 78 mm paper roll. Now we load the machine, and as you see the light has turned green. That means the printer has accepted the roll. And since I was going to show you guys a quick demo, I have just put a pencil. But when you guys are going to do this, put a small rubber or some other item here so that the paper does not move and you always have a perfect alignment. So I'll just keep this printer open for you to get a demo. Otherwise the printer is always oriented in this position. But in order for you guys to show a demo, we will keep it in the open position. Now let us see what's happening at our laptop. So this is our laptop, and we have already loaded a PDF file in it in order to print. So let us release the print. Control P, enter. And we have sent the print from our printer, from our laptop to our printer. That was fast. Let me show you another demo. Alright. Now I have sent the print. Let me send one more print. So as you can see, it prints really sharp images. So the printer is quite fast and it can rapidly print one print after the other without any hiccup and without any additional headaches. So this is the quality of the print. As you can see, the dots are really sharp, the colon and the hashtags are clearly visible, shop address and contact details are available, the GST number is clearly visible, and it also gives dotted and dark lines and the total also in bold. So it clearly and perfectly printed my PDF file without any hiccup and without any problems. But there are two things that you need to notice very keenly. First, the paper which is cut is not clean because we are going to cut the paper manually. It does not have an auto cut feature. Since this is a label printer, this does not have an auto cut feature. But whereas if you would have purchased a professional RTP80 Red Sol printer or some other brand printer, you would have got a very clean auto cut feature, an auto cut option here. So that is one problem. And there is another thing that you need to observe here, which is the advantage. Since this is a label printer, it is also able to print our receipts after a small hardware and software modification, and it is able to print variable length bills. So if this bill was, let us say, small, it would have printed a smaller page, and if this bill was, since it is long, it prints a longer receipt. So these kind of advantage you get along with this printer and this new software setup. But now let us talk in detail about the limitations and the problems that you might face with this software setup, and whether or not this software setup is good for you or you should buy a dedicated printer. We'll discuss all of those in just a moment. But before that, let me show you this ribbon that I had printed using the same TSC label. Right now the ribbon is not printing at its full capacity and we are not satisfied with the quality, but we are still working on the software and the hardware in order to come up with a new solution to print gifting ribbons within this TSC label printer. So stay tuned for that video as well, and do press the bell icon to get an update on the same. And before we end this video, let me talk about 3 important limitations of this software setup. The first limitation is that you have to cut the bills manually using your hand, which means you are not going to get good finishing out of your cuts, and that shows a level of unprofessionalism in your bills or receipts. And when you give such bills to your clients or customers, it does not feel right. It feels incomplete. So that is one limitation of this software setup. The second limitation is, every time you want to print the labels and the bill receipts, you will have to change the rolls and load and unload the ribbon. So there is a particular investment of time involved every time between switching the labels and the bill receipts. The third limitation, probably the most important limitation, is we do not recommend this software setup for high volume clients. When I say high volume clients, I mean supermarkets, retail shops, mobile shops, idli shops, cinema halls, and other retail shop owners and businesses that print 100 to 200 bills per day, and they need quick and easy service to their clients. Because this TSC label thermal printer or any other label printer in the market does not have an auto cut feature, you cannot use it for high volume printing. You can only use it, or you should only purchase it only and only if you have a low investment budget and you want to do two things at once and you're ready to compromise with time. This solution is also good enough for startups where they are doing certain experiments or some other kind of applications and they have some ample time in their hand. We can also recommend this setup for people with low volume printing, where they only have to print 10 to 15 bills per day and they can cut it manually with hand and then again cut it with scissors to give it a good finish. So before purchasing or making any decision, please understand these limitations and only then move forward for buying a dedicated bill printer such as RTP80 Redsol, or buying a software setup which gives you a compromise on time but a plus point on investment. So this was my small presentation on my new findings for the software setup, and in case you guys do like the way I do things and provide feedback and setup and services to my clients and to you guys, my YouTube subscribers, please do consider checking our website and giving us a positive or a negative feedback in the YouTube comment section so that we can improve ourselves in the future. Thank you.